up, and welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another film review, and today we're taking a look at one of the weirdest fucking movies I have ever had the joy of watching, and it is on Netflix, and it is called The Package, and it does star Argyle from Stranger Things as one of the main characters, and I'm going to be honest, this was so fucking funny. It had me giggling, had me laughing, had me jaw dropped. I even stretched out my hand a couple of times in reaction to try and help the characters. I don't know, it was like an involuntary reaction where I stuck out my hand in like absolute shock and to be like, oh no, that happened. And I'm going to be honest, it is so fucking stupid, and I'm already going to rate it highly. I cannot take this movie seriously. I cannot talk about it seriously. I cannot talk about it without fucking laughing. So if my voice does sound a little bit strange in this video, it's because I'm trying to hold back laughing. But without any further ado, let's get into what Google has to say about this movie. And this movie is called The Package. It came out in 2018, and it's a comedy thriller, and it got a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb and a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes. When four teenage friends go on a camping trip during spring break, an unfortunate accident sets off the race against time to save one's most prized possession. So, one of our main characters comes back from his trip to Germany, and he's only here for a week before he goes back again. And he's going on a camping trip with his mates. And one of his friends brings his sister and his other friend's ex, and they all manage to go out on a camping trip, and they all get drunk, and they all get high, and then something a little strange happens. He cuts off his pee-pee, he cuts off his wang, he cuts off his peen, his, tender member, his, his longsword, his eggplant, I'm running out of other words to be fair, but he cuts it off. And they have to go find it. So two of them go find it, his sister stays with him, and his main friend goes to call the ambulance. So he actually sees a text from his crush from his crush, who currently broke up with her boyfriend. So he messages the boyfriend back to ruin her chances with getting back with him. And then the ambulance come, they take him away, but they give him the wrong cooler, so they still have the penis, and they realize that the next morning. So they now have 12 hours to get this penis to him. So they go through the woods, they end up jumping off a cliff into a pool and really hurting their backs. They end up scouring a child for life and stealing a boat. They end up going to the wrong hospital twice, sewing the penis onto another person, getting that penis back, sucking the venom out because a snake bit it, biting it out the toilet so it didn't get flushed away, and a lot of other things that happened. It is kind of just a list of things that happened, but it is a crazy adventure, and it was so fucking funny. I enjoyed it so much, and I didn't expect them to show it, but they did. They showed it way too many times. It was way too uncomfortable, I'm going to be honest. They showed that thing way too many times, and it is a very good prosthetic, I'll give it that. It looks very realistic. Even a random guy cleaned it, which is strange. And one of them got shot in the shoulder with an arrow. The other one got whipped with a fucking fishing pole. And they randomly put on someone else's pants, which is strange. But they finally got the penis back to their friend, and they managed to fight their way through the hospital to get the penis to him. And his catfishing girlfriend, which everyone said was catfishing him, was a real girl. And was very stereotypically attractive, so that worked as well. So he was very, very happy. He was a very happy boy. He managed to get everything he wanted, and he got his pee back, which is all good. So that's pretty much the movie. I quickly went over everything that went down because, again, I do want you to go watch it for yourself. However, the acting in this movie is got to be the least thing. It is shit acting, but that actually adds to the quality and the comedy. With these shit actors, it just makes it 10 times more funny because they don't take it seriously. You can tell that they're actually laughing or, like, confused. They can't take themselves seriously, and that just adds to the comedy of it. It is so fucking funny, like, just the way they handle the penis, and I'm gonna be honest, they actually look like teenagers. They actually look like they would go through this in real life. They actually look like the stereotypical stupid teens that they try to represent, so I think that's, like, perfect as well. But it's a strange movie, man. Whoever came up with this idea is so fucking strange, because he just randomly lopped it off, and I have seen clips of this on TikTok, and one of my mates back in like secondary school told me to watch it. I never did, I just agreed to it. And I finally got round it all the way here, you know, in 2024. I haven't been in like secondary school in like years now, so it's taken me a while. I do apologize for that, but I have finally watched it, and I will say it is funny as fuck. It is like in betweeners level comedy. It is British comedy, so I do understand. Well, I don't know why it's British comedy when it's set in the UK, when it's set in America, but it is like the best British comedy I've ever seen. It is funny. It's funny, and that's all it has going for it, because the story is shit, and it's literally just listing things that happen one after another. It is like one chaotic, like 12 hours, just straight one. So something's always happening. There's always one thing after another, and they never get chance to rest. It's very chaotic. It's hard to keep up with what's going on, but that's like the funny bits of it. Like it doesn't overstay its welcome with some of the jokes. Some of the jokes get repeated, and that's okay. But most of them are like one-offs, and they don't dwell on it for too long, and they quickly move on to the next one. And I like that. I think it's got a nice flow to it with the movie. Acting is terrible. The emotions are shit. They're not very good at displaying the emotions. I will give them that. They are not the best actors. However, it's still funny as shit. Someone chopped their dick off and they're flinging it around like throughout all these scenarios and situations. And obviously, one of them's his sister, and the other two are his best friends. So they don't really want to be seeing his pee-pee. They don't really want to be seeing his schlong. And it is just, it's funny. That's all I have to say about this movie. It is just funny. It has nothing else going for it. It's just funny. And if you don't find it funny, then you're probably not going to enjoy anything else with this movie, because the characters are mediocre. They don't really have like a character arc. They don't really have much else going for them. It is just a comedy movie, and I'll give it that. It's funny, but that's all it has. Like the characters, they don't change. They don't sort of like dwell on anything. They don't sort of have a character arc of changing for the better. Their relationships between the characters do grow though. Like they actually do end up getting together, and everyone has a girlfriend by the end, and everyone has a boyfriend by the end. It's just that's all that really happens to them. They sort of build bonds and build friendships through saving this buddy's pee pee. And I'm gonna be honest, it is a 6 out of 10. I will watch it again. It's stupid, and it knows it. It isn't good, and that's perfect. It's stupid, and it knows it, and it's accepting it. It's not trying to take itself too seriously. It's not trying to be the next best Marvel movie. It's not trying to be the next biggest hit. It's just doing what it was supposed to do and be funny. And I appreciate that. Not every movie needs to be absolutely spectacular or groundbreaking. Sometimes you can just have a good movie that is just funny and stupid and pointless, but makes you laugh and makes you feel good. It is a feel-good movie, and unfortunately, I don't think Argyle Hill will be feeling good anytime soon. But other than that, that is pretty much it for this movie review. I hope you all did enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next one. If you do want me to watch anything on anime, series, or film, please do let me know, and I'll watch it as soon as possible. And I'll get a review out for you guys as soon as possible as well. Just comment it down below. And if you do want to help support me as a content creator, I do have a link tree in the description of this video where you can check out everything else that I have to offer, from my TikTok to my Instagram to my Twitch to my YouTube to my Cameo to absolutely everything else. And I'm gonna be honest, this was a package. It was a package which I don't know if I should regret opening, but it is funny. There's gonna be no Lego customs for this. Just letting you know that now. But I'll see you all tomorrow, because this has been your daily scheduled film review, and I have nothing else to say upon this movie other than you should go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's a 6 out of 10. It's worth your time. It is worth your hour and a half. It is not a long movie. It's an easy watch. All right, bye bye. I have nothing else to say about this movie. It's just stupid, and it owns it. It owns it very well.